Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. My name is Melinda, and it's time for a Disney vlog. That's right, Disneyland. Hello and welcome. We are going to Disneyland. That's right, Disneyland today. After parking in the parking structure, we do go through the screening for temperature and security. While you're in there to get your temperature check and security, that is the same location you would rent strollers or wheelchairs as well. And then after you're done with the security, you have a walk. That's right, you need to walk to Disneyland. Currently, there are no trams available. It is a walk to get over to Disneyland from the structure. Okay, we are here and we are in line. The park opens at 9 a.m. It is 8:45 right now and they've started to let people in. So I have to get my California driver's license ready, my reservation code ready, and my ticket ready. So I have all of those available for park access. But they've started, so here we go. Okay, so I am in here now officially at Disneyland, and I have to admit the first stop is going to be the restroom. So that is because early morning I left. It takes a couple hours to get down here, not by distance but by traffic. And I left early to be here, so I got here when it opened. In order to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, I was able to get boarding pass number 11, which they said about 20 minutes ago, they said I had 35 minutes and the park hadn't even opened yet. So I'm gonna stop into the restroom and then see where I am on the boarding pass and how much time I have to do before that kicks in. So let's go to the restroom and then let's walk down Main Street. This right here, as we come around the corner, is what we all wait for over a year to be back to. And here it is. The castle. Look, they're all waving to us down Main Street, welcoming us back to Disneyland. That is so sweet and so thoughtful that all the cast members wave us in. That is a wonderful welcome touch for Disney. There's the VIP crew out at the end welcoming us right into the wonderful castle. Where do we go first? Why don't we check that boarding pass? All right, so I just checked and my boarding pass has still a 30-minute wait. Now remember, it just opened up. So I am heading to the left. Most people head to the right. As you notice lines when you have a certain direction, most people go to the right. And Fantasyland for us is straight ahead. So therefore a lot of people will go to that. Without having fast passes, some of these rides you want to head to first. Now I'm expecting the wait time to be lower because it is the first week of opening, which is why I wanted to get in here. So I'm going to head to the left. Jungle Cruise is down for refurbishment, which we all know why. But I'm going to head over to see what Splash Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, that is to the left for us. And I'm going to walk on over there and see what the wait times are. And then my boarding pass should be ready after one of those rides, depending on the wait time. And for us, Star Wars Land is continued through past our Winnie the Pooh, where our Country Bear Jamboree used to be. So let's go over there and see which ride we can do before Rise of the Resistance. All right, so as we were coming around the corner, I was gonna do Indiana Jones first, but they said they were not opening up on time. It is 9:02, and so I came to the next one, which is Pirates of the Caribbean in our cycle. They said that it was gonna be a 5-minute wait on top, but everybody seemed to have gotten into line at the same time. So that wait time is not going to be accurate. Like I said, it's 9:02. Let's see what time we actually get on the ride. And then we will start heading farther over. I'm looking at the line, sorry, for the markers to make sure it's available before I head up. But we'll start looking at the wait times as we go. The next one after Pirates is Haunted Mansion, then the Splash Mountain, and then off to Star Wars Land. So we will check the wait times now that the park is officially open after Pirates of the Caribbean. But I think we're starting the day off right by doing Pirates. Boy, matey. I just love the peacefulness of how this ride begins. It is so quiet and lovely. Oh, but that is short-lived. We get into the ride and it's the Yo-Hos, right? And this is a fantastic ride. All right, one ride down. We did Pirates. It ended up being a 10-minute wait, which I still think is basically a walk-on. But while I was there, hold on, I'm directing myself. While I was on the ride, I got a notification saying that my boarding pass is boarding and to return to Star Wars Land. So we're gonna beat it over to Star Wars Land and do Rise of the Resistance next. Let's go. Okay, so we beat it to get to Rise of the Resistance, which is right here for our boarding pass, but the ride went down. So they said to keep an eye on if the ride goes back up in order for my boarding pass to work again. So how many times can I say so? Which it happens. Rise of the Resistance does go down, and it did go down by the time I got there. It is 9:30 in the morning, so the park has only been officially open for 30 minutes. And I have to keep an eye on the app and beat it back again. No worries, it is still early in the day, and we're gonna head on over to Splash Mountain then and try to get that checked off, due to when I walked by on my way to Star Wars or Galaxy's Edge that I saw it was a 5-minute wait. Now that doesn't mean by the time I get back there it will be a 5-minute wait, but it is way better than the 2-hour wait it had at Disney World while we were there in April. Now, granted, in April it was spring break. Florida has a completely different criteria and guest occupancy. We are at still a lower capacity than Florida, but we are also only California residents allowed to come to Disneyland at this moment, which thankfully I am right now. Anyways, I was gonna digress since I'm a transplant. But so we will definitely do Splash Mountain if it's under a 30-minute wait. I've been watching the app since Disneyland has opened again, and 30 minutes seems to be, that's shaky, sorry about that. 30 minutes seems to be an unreasonable amount, and it'd be great to get it done and checked off under 30 minutes. So let's head on over. All right, we are on Splash Mountain, check 2. It was a walk-on, literally a walk-on ride. Yay, walk-on. Here we go. Oh, that silly bear. All right, so after Splash Mountain, I checked the app and they said Rise of the Resistance is back up. So I headed straight over here. I just checked in with my boarding pass, and now I'm going through this fantastic queue. So let's go join the Rise of the Resistance.
The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Alright, so we are doing good. We have Pirates down, Splash Mountain down, Rise of the Resistance down, check, check, check. And now we're going to head over to Fantasyland and see how the wait times are for some of my rides over there. I would like to get on Peter Pan today. Peter Pan does not have a fast pass over here at Disneyland, and so therefore I would like to ride it while the line is shorter than what it always is normally beforehand. We'll say beforehand. The line can get quite long with Peter Pan. I've never taken my kids on it at Disneyland because the line is so long here. We don't have an interactive queue like we do over at Disney World. So I am super excited to get on Peter Pan in Disneyland because it has been quite a few years since I have ridden that ride, and I'm looking forward to it. So why don't we go ahead and meander over to Fantasyland. Woo, you hear those ships? And also just a little side note that I'm hungry. So I also think I'm going to grab a snack on my way to Fantasyland. Sorry, probably got a little closer. I was trying to decide if I was gonna try to pick a snack up in there or on my way to Fantasyland, but I think we're gonna head over to Fantasyland and pick up a snack on the way. Wow, I have found all the people. They are all in Fantasyland. Let me tell you, Fantasyland is packed right now. And when I mean packed for what capacity is. The longest wait right now in Fantasyland is 20 minutes. It's a couple different rides. I am still looking for a snack. I just haven't found anything I really want right now. As I head over to It's a Small World. That has a 5-minute wait, which is basically a walk-on for Small World, so I'm gonna go do that. And still keep my eye out for a snack. And I'm gonna wait until later to do the longer waits. Indiana Jones is still down. And Peter Pan is 20 minutes, which is not bad at all. But I think I'm gonna do It's a Small World. Still keep my eye out for a snack. And then head on over and see what's next on the docket. Oh, as I'm walking up, let me show you. So I'm walking up to It's a Small World right now. And what do we see? I don't know if you can see her yet, but it's Alice. Alice is over here doing meet and greets. Well, our meet and greets, right? It's a new meet and greet way. It's just nice to see her out and about. But here we go. Let's go over to It's a Small World. Alright, so I keep remembering little things. On Splash Mountain, I got my own log. They do not have partitions in between, so it is one family per log. And here, as you can see, on It's a Small World, they also do not have partitions. So it is just me. I don't know if that will change when capacity changes, but right now, I have a boat to myself. This is such an iconic song, and one of those songs that sticks in your head for the rest of the day, and we love it. It's Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger too. Alright, so I kept riding rides because they were all, not all of them, a lot of them were walk on. So I didn't get a snack, so I thought, oh, let's have lunch early. So I decided to eat at the Bengal, of course I always forget the name. It's one of my favorite places and it has the skewers, and I'm going to show you what I got now. I was offered the back way to the ride to the Haunted Mansion, and I jumped on the opportunity to take this way. I don't know why, but I've always really liked this specific scene in the Haunted Mansion. It just seems so lovely with the dancing and the festivities. This is us waiting in the long queue to Indiana Jones. And when I say us, I mean me, myself, and I. After that, I need a snack of Mickey beignets and water. Here's a rare sighting for you. Alright, it's by Disneyland. I'm gonna do a little shopping at Downtown Disney. I'm in the wrong state. We're going to Downtown Disney, but and I want to go to the confectionery too because they didn't have my favorite dessert here, but I don't know if they are just not making it right now. So I want to see that as well. I have about an hour to do that, and then I have to head back to pick up the children from daycare. So let's go shop. All right, we've done our shopping. I picked up a few things. They did not have the Mickey s'mores. They're not making them right now due to kitchen space. They said, you know, they have to have the 6 feet in between each person, even in the kitchen. So that is one of the items that did not make it back at this point, but it will be back someday. Anyways, so I did pick up some other items to take home. Pick up some clothing that I wanted in that bag, some souvenirs. And now we are heading back on through the walkway back to the parking structure. Now remember, the trams are not running, and for someone like me who meanders, I just take my sweet time walking around. It is about a 20-minute walk. Okay, so it was 20 minutes to the park from the structure, but I did have to go through security screening as well. And even though I stopped for the temperature check and then the security screening, but it wasn't like I was waiting in line. It was a continuous walkthrough, and it took me about 20 minutes. So let's see how long it takes me to get back. If you are a faster walker than I, you could probably do it in 10. But I am a very slow walker, and here we go back to the structure. All right, here we are back in the car actually. It did take me a full 20 minutes to walk from downtown Disney to the parking structure. And then it took me another 5 minutes to get, from where the structure starts all the way to my car. So that was 25 minutes from downtown Disney to my car. Yes, I am a slow walker, and I know I was beat footing it when I arrived here to get through the security screening, temperature checks. I'm trying to think what else. No, it was a temperature check, then it was a security screening, and then you walk from the structure. And I walked all the way to the line at Disneyland, and it took me 20 minutes this morning. Now, downtown Disney's a little bit closer to the structure than the entrance of Disneyland. So obviously I'm walking slower on the way back, but I was just meandering. I wasn't like in a hurry like I was this morning trying to get there before they started letting people in, which I arrived exactly at the time that they started letting people into the park. The park, like I said earlier, the park opened at 9 a.m. and they started letting people in at 8:45 a.m. I was in the park before 9, or was I in the park right at 9? No, I want to say it was before 9. After I went to the restroom, I want to say it was 9 o'clock. Okay, and with that being said, I understand it is a lower capacity and it is only California residents, but it was completely, the reservation passes for today for Disneyland were completely booked. There were none available, whether it was straight one ticket for Disneyland or a park hopper starting at Disneyland. They were completely booked for today. If I didn't say it at the beginning, it's Wednesday, May the 5th when I went. So the park has been open for 6 days and it was fantastic. I got a lot done. I was able to ride all the major rides that I wanted to ride, and then walked onto quite a few. And when I say major rides, some of them I just don't ride, or they were not even open, which I noticed that over at Disney World as well, because not everything is open because it is a lower capacity. They just can't bring every cast member back. With that being said, a lot of the eateries are closed. So make sure you do mobile order earlier in the day, get your time. And I know everybody is going to suggest as soon as you clock in, figure out kind of where and when you want to eat and book that mobile order time. Because like later on in the afternoon, when I was at my lunch, the Bengal barbecue, by the way, is Bengal barbecue. I was like, I can't remember the name. Bengal barbecue. I then booked my time for the Mickey beignets at the Mint Julep. And thank goodness I did, because there was absolutely no available windows for the rest of the day. And I already saw that the ice cream parlor was completely booked. There was none for the day. So if you keep checking back though, because they will close them if they feel like there is too many orders. So you can check back, keep checking back. Now, as far as the rides, let me think. Jungle Cruise was not open. it was closed. And I have a sneaky suspicion it's because they're changing over some of the characters in that ride. So I'm sure that's why it wasn't open. But that wasn't open. Matterhorn, which is a major ride. So Jungle Cruise is a major ride. It was not open. Matterhorn, which is a major ride, was not open, closed. Buzz Lightyear, which is one of my favorites over here, and I do prefer Disneyland Buzz Lightyear 100 times. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was not open, which I was like, And there's a list of them that weren't open. But to me, the Jungle Cruise and the Matterhorn are major rides, and they weren't even open or available today. And I do not know when they will be open. For some, Buzz Lightyear, some can take it, and some, like it's a here or there ride. But for me, it's a must ride, and it wasn't open. I'm trying to think if there was a few others that just are not open. The Indiana Jones kept going up and down. I finally did get on it, and it was a 30-minute wait. The longest wait time of the whole day that I saw was 35 minutes. And that was for, I don't know if it was Indiana Jones or Smuggler Run. They were both like 35 minutes. If you hit Smuggler Run earlier in the day, it was 15 minutes, 10 and 15 minutes. And then I did a lot of walk-ons, like Winnie the Pooh was 5 minutes, a walk-on. Splash Mountain for me was a walk-on because it was 5 minutes. It's at 20 minutes now, I believe. Then It's a Small World's walk-on. Autotopia was a walk-on. Pretty much that's the only ride I did over in Tomorrowland because I do not do motion rides. So I won't do Space Mountain, which didn't look that bad on the app. I think it was a 20-minute wait. Yeah, so the longest wait time literally was 35 minutes, and it was 2 rides that bounced back and forth. Haunted Mansion, I'm trying to think now, would be 20-25. It would bounce. I waited 20 because I went through a secret entrance. They asked, I do not know because I only went on Haunted Mansion once, but they asked me, do you mind skipping the stretching room? And I said, no, I don't mind skipping it. And they said, okay, then go this way. And do you mind taking stairs? Do you mind skipping the stretching room, and do you mind taking stairs? And I said, no, I'll totally take stairs, and I don't mind the stretching room. And so I went a different way, a secret entrance. So the wait time for me was a lot shorter, just to let you know. And it was really cool to see that, which you've probably seen in the video. But what else? Peter Pan was 20 minutes. Oh, also, which I did want to ride and I didn't ride, was the new Snow White ride. They reformatted it, and that was a 20-minute solid throughout the day. If I was here the full day, we would have, I'm only here, would have gone on it because I knew I needed to leave at a certain time in order to pick the kids up. And I left at, what time was it? 12 or 12:30? 1? I can't remember. I think 12:30 or 1 I physically left Disneyland, the park, and went over to downtown Disney to shop. And let's see, what time is it now? Well, it's 2 o'clock now. I don't know. So I left at 12:30 or 1. And I rode a lot of rides. I stopped and sat down and had lunch. And I had beignets as a snack. I got a lot done. So you definitely could do all of the rides. And I've personally have not been to Disneyland where I've been able to do all of the rides. Except for the ones that are open. But if you were here the full day, you could definitely do all the rides. I already told you I don't do Space Mountain. And the other one, the one that's in Frontierland, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's little mine carts. Because I'm like, what is the name of that one? I didn't go on that one either. I would get sick off that. So there's a handful that I didn't go on and a handful that are closed. But I rode a lot of rides and I got a lot done. All right, everyone. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And until next time, bye, everyone.